two sisters.
This agreement has brought a big burden on our relationship.
And one scheming boyfriend.
Why not try to get in where I could fit in?
That's what she's mad about.
The ones Mama told you to stay away from. Bad Boys, today on Judge Joe Brown.
A woman is left chasing down her sister's boyfriend after she loans him money. Waitress Tamar Whitehead is suing her sister's boyfriend for an unpaid loan. Defendant Justin Carroll says the plaintiff lived with him for free, so they're even. Now it's Joe time.
Ms. Whitehead, you're suing Mr. Carroll, who is your sister's boyfriend. As a witness for the defendant, Mr. Carroll, we have Miss Sheila Whitehead. You might as well stand up since you got right in the middle of all of this stuff. Now, you're suing your sister's boyfriend because you lent him $4,650 that you secured as a bank loan. You had gotten a $10,000 loan to go to school. Now, Miss Whitehead, the elder, you appear to have signed as a co-signer on Miss Tamar Whitehead's $10,000 loan, and you also seem to have been the co-signer on the $4,650 loan. Is that right?
That's
that
right.
She took out in advance to your boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
You say that you were going to use the loan to set up a business, but your would-be partner, who is a barber, got locked up. And since you took the plaintiff in for a goodly portion of a year, you don't owe her anything.
That is correct.
You first, ma'am.
I took a $10,000 loan out in June. Well, actually, I gave Justin $4,650.
This is in 2008.
Yes.
You were supposed to go to school. How's school coming along?
It's going along good.
You back in?
Yes.
Back in.
Yes.
And what happened on the 10,000? Don't
Joe Brown?
interrupt. Please don't interrupt. That holds things up a lot. What happened on the initial $10,000 loan? Why does it get suddenly due and payable?
Because I stopped going to the school I was going to.
Why?
Because what I took up, I was not ready to take up. So I kind of
Now,
like...
who's paying back that $10,000 loan?
I am.
Hold on. Who's paying it back?
I'm responsible for paying it back.
Who's paying it back?
I am.
Not asking you. Who's paying it back?
Shayla Whitehead paid on
She's
it.
paying on it.
She paid on it.
So you haven't paid any of it, but she's paying on it because it became accelerated because you decided to withdraw. Now, what caused you to go to the bank the second time to get this $4,650 loan, the second one? What was that all about?
Justin Carroll came to me and he asked me would I take out the other loan for him to help him get back on his feet.
Now, how'd you get your sister to co-sign on that one?
Yes, it was basically the same loan. I was eligible for the $14,000.
Yes,
the other
you were
four,
eligible for $14,000,
right.
so you upgraded the loan of $10,000 to $14,000.
That was the whole
entitled
loan
to get
amount.
more money. They pre-cleared you. Did you tell your sister that you were going to increase the loan balance?
Yes.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Did you tell her what it was for?
Yes, it was for her boyfriend.
At the time?
Yes.
Did she?
Yeah, because he asked me before he asked her, so I
What'd
was
you
already
tell
aware
him?
about it. I told him to ask her, and he did. And when he talked to her, she said she would if he paid it back in a year. So
All right.
I was okay with that.
Now, let me ask you this. You're trying to get him to pay back the $4,650.
Yes, Judge
Now,
O'Brien.
what did you think you were loaning it to him for?
I was loaning it to him because I understood what he was going through. He was going through financial problems, and I was in a well enough position to help him.
That's not what I told her.
Stop. Don't interrupt.
But that's not what
Do not interrupt. I don't care. Obviously, you don't agree with her, or you would have paid her what she's asking of you.
But circumstances...
So what is happening is we're here to arbitrate it, young man. So that means one side at a time. She's got the burden. She goes first. Then you. Now.
The agreement was for him to pay me back.
Not pay you back. What was he supposed to do with it?
He told me that he was behind in some bills, and he was going to be working on getting a car. So,
well, his answer is that he was going to use the money to help set up a janitorial
right.
business.
It seemed
but
like there was two different stories told to me and my sister from Justin.
Okay, he's supposed
I know
to. Do not interrupt, son. Now, just be quiet right now. Wait your turn. Act with dignity and show self-respect by being able to act dignified. Okay, Miss Whitehead. Now, you alleged that whatever his intended purpose, you learned that he took a trip to the Bahamas to hang out.
Yes, I did.
And when he returned, he somehow or another entered into a purchase agreement to acquire a home.
Yes.
And you're complaining about your sister not talking to the defendant on your behalf, and you say she won't even let you see your own 5-month-old nephew.
Yes, this agreement has brought a big burden on our relationship with me and my sister and Justin. We were very close. Me and my sister were involved in music together with my other two sisters, and ever since this happened, it's just broke our relationship, and I have not been able to see my niece or nephew and my new nephew.
Well, now, she's got a 5-month-old son.
Yes.
With the defendant.
Yes.
She's kind of stuck in this situation.
Yes.
But she's also stuck with having to make the loan payments that would not have been due for almost 10 years if you had gone to school. Now,
right.
She anticipated you going to school.
Yep.
Right.
I did.
So we have a mess here. But let's
Yes,
go
sir.
to the defendant. Now, Mr. Carroll, young man, you have the floor. What's your defense?
Basically, she was approved for a loan, and with my current circumstances, I thought, why not try to get in where I could fit in? I wanted to start my own janitorial business, and when I got the money, about a month later, the guy, his name is he was supposed to go into the business with me.
He's the barber.
Yes. And he got arrested, so that kind of, flushed that down the drain, so I ended up just keeping the money. And, in 2009, an opportunity presented itself to go to the Bahamas, and, had a great time and came back, and we had a chance to move somewhere nice, so I said, hey, I'll use the rest of the money, try to get out of my current situation. And, I thought, taking, the woman that I love and, the people I care about, moving them to a better situation, I thought that was more important.
That's good. That's very commendable. That's what you're supposed to do.
And I just feel like, one hand washes the other, so, if I help her, she helped me. Sometimes things happen and you gotta just roll with the punches,
We'll be right back with Judge Joe Brown.
How many payments have you put up to Chase?
I have not been able to put a
Not
payment up.
one.
The defendant in this case says he used the money to pay bills, upgrade his living situation, and take a little vacation. But he's helped the plaintiff out for years. Now it's her turn to help him. See what the judge has to say.
Now, the bottom line is let me tell you the realities of what I've got in front of me. We've got the wrong parties. You know who the person is who's supposed to be the plaintiff.
Can I say something?
No, hold on. Who's supposed to be the plaintiff here?
I think I should be the plaintiff.
No, not you.
I think I should be the plaintiff.
Hold on, stop. The plaintiff here is not you. It's
Or
your
him.
sister.
It's me. I know.
You know,
exactly.
excuse me. No, excuse me. Excuse me. She co-signed. The bank can do what? They can pick and choose who's the easiest one to get money from. She's already paying, so it's easier to go after her. Since she is the guarantor of the loan, she should be suing you and boyfriend, since they're not married,
But she'll never
about
sue me.
You're
making
right.
her whole is the responsible guarantor.
We
But
got
look, I'm trying to tell you the way the law is. You should be a defendant. He should be a defendant. You're supposed to be the
The
plaintiff.
plaintiff. That's exactly
Now,
what I
you're
feel.
the one. Stop shaking your ignorant head and listen. You haven't paid anything on the loan. She has. So you're suing him to pay you the money that she's already paying to keep both of you above the water's level, so you don't drown in it, so neither one of you gets a bad credit rating.
Okay.
Right.
How many payments have you put up to Chase?
I have not been able to put a
Not
payment up.
one. And you know what she's also mad about? She said, this is the one in the family we hoped was going to make something of herself. And all she had to do was just hang in there, go to school, turn in other applications, and transfer. She wouldn't have had to pay a dime for 10 whole years. But she didn't do it that way. She just decided, I'm out of here because I don't like it.
No.
But she's paying it back now because you said,
Right.
I don't like it.
Listen to the judge.
Okay.
Now, what I'm going to do is this. You get your award for the jurisdictional limit, which in Ohio is this $3,000, but I'm putting it in an escrow account because there's a third party that has a claim on the proceeds, meaning you, because this is the person that's been paying out on this for 26 months? No. How long have you been paying?
No, I didn't pay that much because I couldn't keep up with it. I got my own bills, my own kids.
So you're delinquent
I did it
on that?
It is delinquent because I couldn't keep up with it.
How many months have you paid?
I paid 3 months.
3 months. Got down to collections, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's in an escrow account. You've got a claim on it. She's got a claim on it. She's to be reimbursed, and the balance is to go directly to reducing the principal. That's the way it's going to work. I'll have a master or a trustee appointed. So that will at least keep you two in a good credit situation so you don't get tempted to be frivolous about it.
Ruined.
Take care of business.
So how am I benefiting from this?
This courtroom is
This
now
will help you out because the $3,000 is going into the bank.
Well, with a real plaintiff, please stand up. Turns out the defendant's witness was the only one actually paying on the loan. The judgment is for the sisters.